One of the most important aspects of social work practice are engaging with the clients and communities that we serve. Social workers are not entitled to work with clients and communities. We have to do something to earn the trust of the people that we work with.
We have 3 examples to develop the proficiency of engagement as social workers. The first being we should prepare when working with individuals, families, groups, organizations, and communities, and being very mindful of being and upholding cultural humility and being respectful of the different individuals and groups that we are working with so that we honor and respect what they bring to the table.
The second part is using empathy and interpersonal skills to build a relationship with the client. This involves meeting the client where they're at and not asking them to do more than they're ready to. Some empathy and interpersonal skills that you might use when interacting with clients include using good eye contact, body language, smiling, and good facial expressions. They also include having a good knowledge of intersectionality and culture of the client or community that you are serving so that you can best identify their needs.
Another part of engagement is making sure that we're developing mutually agreed upon focuses of work with the clients and the communities that we work with. What that means basically is that social workers should not go in with a preconceived agenda of what the clients or communities they work with need. We should always be striving to make sure that our clients and the communities that we work with have the ability to shape for themselves what their goals are, and that we're only supporting them in developing their own goals.
As for the micro level, in order to engage, you would have empathetic relationships with clients, supervisors, coworkers, and organizational members, and this would mean rapport building and sometimes engaging in self-disclosures when appropriate. So for me, when I have my clients and I'm working with them, I like to first ask them how do they like to engage in the therapeutic processes. Some of them just really like to have personal examples and stories being shared. Others just like to just be affirmed of what they're being said and what they're doing and whatnot. So it's important to just meet your clients where they are and the way that they like to be engaged with in therapy.
Some examples of how to engage someone on the micro level might involve finding out what works best for them in a therapy environment. For example, if you're working with kids, they might not be able to pay attention to you having a conversation about what's happened, but if you give them toys, they may feel more comfortable and be able to engage with you better if you play a game with them, and eventually you'll build that relationship so that you can work with them on what you need to. If someone who's a little older, they might need to color or draw or do something else so that you can help build the relationship.
On the macro level, to engage, you would use empathetic skills to conduct research and gather information for evaluation when you engage with policies and apply for grants, and also when you're engaging with government officials. You can also apply these when you're engaging with a manager and with employees to govern an organization.
As an example of a macro engagement practice, my field placement last year was at a community mental health agency, and they organized a community walk to raise awareness for autism. So members of the organization that I was part of, including therapists and caseworkers and psychiatrists and psychologists, all participated on this walk, but they also engaged with community members who were also invited to participate in the walk. And so it was a good example of community members and professionals coming together to engage with each other and create awareness about a special interest in the community.